Welcome back to my series where I talk about my finances, investments, and what I've learned on this journey so far. I have zero background in finance and I'm very new to learning and investing. So this is not financial advice. You should always do your research to make the decisions on what will work best for you and your money. Today I'm going to tell you about the 5 REITs that I currently am investing in and what they are. The 5 REITs that I currently own are Granite, Dream, RioCan, Smart Centers, and Chartwell. Granite and Dream are both industrial REITs, but they have their differences. Granite has more global exposure with higher quality logistics facilities and multinational tenants. Dream has a greater Canadian presence, and I am very much wanting to invest in Canada whenever I can, but while still having a diversified industrial portfolio within the US and Europe. RioCan is retail, so think urban shopping centers, grocery plazas, and shopping areas in city centers. Smart Centers is also a retail REIT, but it has a different tenant mix anchored by Walmart, which includes Walmart, Canadian Tire, Winners, Dollarama, and HomeSense. And Smart Centers are gradually adding apartments, condos, self-storage, and hotels to their properties. So again, a similar core, but different strategies and tenant mixes. Lastly, Chartwell is Canada's largest provider of senior housing. So instead of this REIT relying on shopping or warehouses, it benefits from Canada's aging population, high demand for retirement living, and long-term demographic trends. There's always going to be old people and the need for housing. My target percentage holding breakdown for all 5 of my REITs is 25% Granite, 25% Dream, 20% RioCan, 20% Smart Centers, and 10% Chartwell. Granite and Dream have higher percentages because industrial is just such a big market, and from the research that I did, I felt like that was the best to have those as my key ones while not overdoing it with them. RioCan and Smart Centers are also both at 20% because they are both retail. There's always going to be the need for shopping centers and different retail tenants, so it's a pretty simple bet with those. Retail is also a fairly stable investment and always going to be growing and has the opportunity for a lot of redevelopment. Chartwell, I only have at 10% because it is a healthcare, so it's exposure to the growing demographic of aging people without relying on it too much as a large part of my portfolio.